Guess what? You have one of the greatest opportunities of your entire life right here, right now. Well, that sounds impressive, don't it? But think about it. Right now, you can make a choice. A choice to do what? To be different. To be a whole new version of you. Right now, you could choose that. You can choose to start imagining yourself as the best version of you. Someone that's been healed, someone that's living healthier, wealthier, someone that has more emotional fluidity, emotional literacy, a greater understanding of yourself, greater depths of your spirituality, understanding and seeing the clarity between the physical being and the spiritual being, which are the two beings inside of you. It is who you are. Think about that. You have your physical being, and you have your spiritual being. Your spiritual being is the upper half. The physical being is sort of like the slave. The one that's been carrying around all the burdens, all the weight, all the heaviness of life. Because if you really think about it, we rarely celebrate long term. We're just not wired like that. Like something good, if something really good happens to you, I mean, you celebrate, you get so excited, but then, it wears off. You know what doesn't wear off though is all that negativity, all that bad shit that's been stuck to you. And it's not even stuck to you, you're holding on to it. And at any moment, on any day, and that's why I think right now is the greatest time, you can choose to start letting go and releasing all that negativity, all those things that happened to you that have caused you so much pain and agony and grief and frustration and anger and sadness, heartbreak, grief, guilt, shame. But that takes focus, and it takes you focusing on yourself. It takes you looking in the mirror. And that's really all this game is about. It is a game. Life is a game. Everything's a game. And you're playing it whether you like it. Whether you like it or not, you're playing the game. Right? You're either playing it really bad and shitty, or you're starting to figure it out and you're getting better. Or hopefully you're someone that can look up at the arduous, challenging task and say, I got this. I could do this. I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring it out one step at a time, one day at a time. I'm starting to figure some shit out. But it's a game. It's literally a game. There are all kinds of things each and every day that challenge you, that judge you, that criticize you, that get in your way, step on your feet, things trying to hold you back. There's even things that are out there trying to kill you right now. Yes, there are things trying to take your ass out. And I'll tell you, not only are there things trying to take you out of this life, there's this things trying to take you out of the fight, out of the game, out of the action. of life, wanting to demoralize you, wanting to get you to sideline yourself, check out, hit some more of those escape routes, right? Keep that addiction going full blown. So that way you got a reason to not truly get to where you're supposed to be. Such an interesting experience, this thing called life. It's so interesting. So many of us, I know, we've had really hard, challenging lives. But if you're still hearing my voice, that means you're still here. That means you're still here. That means that whatever the heck you faced, it didn't take you out physically, but I guarantee you it's taking you out mentally and emotionally. And there lies the focus. There lies the solution, is how do you get yourself mentally and emotionally back in the game, back making plays, back investing in yourself, feeling your best, knowing that, you know what, man, you've made it. You made it through fucking, some of y'all made it through literal hell on earth. And you're acting like you suck. You're acting like you're a piece of shit. And it's like, that ain't true. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, man? You don't think all that you've been through has strengthened you? Think about it. Everything you've been through, wasn't it meant to strengthen you? To make you more resilient? Who told you the story that because you've been through so much shit that you're just not good enough and thus you need to just give it up, throw in the towel? Yeah, you're going to keep going to work. Yeah, you're going to keep doing this. Yeah, you keep doing that. Like living that half-ass fucking mindset, that lifestyle. Why are you living half-assed in life? Why are you doing that? What is your reason? Be honest. What has you so mentally and emotionally stuck that you're literally just like, eh? Do you really in your heart of hearts think that none of this shit matters? Do you really think in your heart of hearts that you don't matter? That you couldn't make a difference? Starting with yourself? Everybody that's ever been successful, ever, their whole life has been like one challenge after the next. But guess what? They just kept going after it. I know this part of it so intimately, man. I've chalked up so many losses. Ooh, man. I know what it is to lose everything. I lost everything. Right? I talk a lot about just hitting the rock bottoms, the self-sabotaging, addiction. But that shit was, a lot of that came on the back end. A lot of that came off the back end of like the major fucking life losses in life. When the economy fell off the cliff in 08, 09, I was in my 20s, living the dream in Southern California, had just bought my first home, had over $1 million in investment properties, had a business that was pulling in, mid to high 5 figures a month. And, I'd started a family and was just close to the beach, living the beach life, big money all the way. And everything came collapsing. And it was like everything failed around me. It was so sad because I was a big service provider. All these other successful business owners and shit, everybody got knocked the fuck out. Everybody. It was so sad, man. I was one of the last kind of businesses that people still kept going to, but it was tough. God, it was tough. And the sad thing about it is when it was all said and done, I chose to just say, you know what, I got to fold. I got to close shop. I got to do what's best for myself and my family. And this is just, the uncertainty was just too much. That I landed up liquidating all of my equipment, everything I could. I remember me and my ex-wife, we had garage sales for like 4 months straight. Every weekend, just liquidating everything we could. Fuck, man. Yeah, 08, 09. And man, that was tough. I chalked that up as I was a failure. I chalked it up as I failed. Obviously, in hindsight, you see that there was a lot of manipulations, and there's the movie The Big Short, you know, because I was invested in the real estate and the housing, and, you know, fuck. But I had this dream, man, and it was coming true in my 20s, right? Just gonna have kids and raise them in a beach town and the beach lifestyle that I got to taste a little bit. I moved out of New Mexico. A lot of you love seeing the views of New Mexico. Born and raised here, but I moved to California my senior year of high school. My grandmother lived in Southern California, so I spent a lot of time down there in Orange County, primarily San Diego. And I moved out there my senior year of high school, finished up high school at Huntington Beach High, fucking 90210 shit, for a New Mexico kid. And so I got a little taste of that as a youth. And I did my military service in Camp Pendleton, so I knew the beach lifestyle well. And yet to have found success out there, man, it was a dream come true. All for it to just go up and fucking smoke, man. And I was down on myself. That's what led to that's what really kind of led to my rock bottom moment. You know, in 2008, I got my second DWI. I got really mad then. I got really fucking mad then, man. Yeah, I was so pissed off about that second DWI. It was a setup. It was a setup on how I got it. But the underlying thing is that I had the problem, right? The people being involved, the circumstances was fucked up. But I was the problem. I was the guy carrying around all that anger. I was the guy that was, you know, still a very wounded man. I mean, we're talking in my 20s, man, shit. The healing journey has been very extensive, very elaborate, very, very, very committed. It's been a one foot in front of the other type process. And I can tell you one of my beliefs, you know, we talk a lot about limiting beliefs, but one of my whole expansion type beliefs is that, you know, the comeback is greater than the setback. And I'm on that comeback trail right now. And what's cool about this is that it truly is an opportunity for me to, you know, give back to people in a way that allows them to help themselves. And I think that's what aligns at the deepest level of who I am. Is I've always had a desire to serve and to be a part of other people's things. You know, I had a promotional products company, so I helped a lot of people, you know, designing logos and their branding and t-shirts and hats. I used to do all that stuff in-house. And, you know, obviously my service to country, my volunteer record of service. And so it's like, even to this day, you know, in higher ed is always just wanting to find jobs and opportunities that allowed me to give back to people, to help people, to clear the way for people so they could get through. And that's why this matters to me so much. It's part of me. It's my life. And every time each and every one of you takes a moment to just reach out or say something kind, supporting what I'm saying, it really, it goes a lot farther than you think. It really does give me that oomph that I need for that moment, or even that day, or even that week, or even that month. Kindness goes so far when you're thoughtful, when you are receiving, especially if you're receiving something, value, right? It's value. Someone else that's speaking life into you, right? For you to just give back a compliment, to support, to figure, how does that exchange get met? It's a beautiful thing. It really is a beautiful thing. And I do believe that we're all here to try and make the world a better place. And I think that goes so far beyond governments and, borders and institutions and businesses. I mean, it's about people. This is an energy game, and the game is our connection. And what I'm realizing each and every day is that we're all connected. We may not feel it, right? I'm seeing someone drive up a mountain over there. I don't know, how am I connected to that guy? There's just is something, there's a belief that we are. Like, it's hard to see it here, but then when you zoom out more, like, who knows, man? I mean, maybe that's the guy that, delivers the food that then I go and purchase. I mean, it's just the way that the symbiosis of how everything interconnects, how we all are contributing to each other in one way or another, whether directly or indirectly. We don't always sense it. And yet there is even just this energetic thing of going beyond the physical and just really connecting energetically, allowing for that to be a part of your existence. And that's really the spiritual, right? Energy is the spirit. It's the invisible. It's hard to see energy. I'm definitely learning how to feel my energy more through breath work. Breath work is taking, my activating my spiritual sense of being to a whole nother level. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the ability to be able to tap into that. It makes me feel one with every single person listening here, every single person in existence. How that's possible, it just is. It just is. And it wouldn't be possible if I was still caught up. If I had the inability to be sober, if I was still saying, using pride, right? Using my pride as a reason to say, come on now, man, I don't have a problem. Are you kidding me? I'm good. I can handle my liquor. It's all this shit. And it's like, great. That's great. You can handle it. I mean, it is a form of self-poisoning. You are poisoning yourself when you drink, right? When you add chemicals to your body, it is poisoning yourself. And that's kind of sometimes off-putting for a lot of people because, I don't know, for some reason we don't want to really truly understand that, but it's the truth. When you put ethanol in your body, there's nothing organic and natural and healthy about it. It's literally a caustic substance. It's like, it's literal poison. It's poison. That's why you get all fucked up. That's why when you get too much, you literally are fucking dysfunctional. Right? It's just the facts. I mean, it's playing with fire. And yet that it distorts so many aspects of your life. I mean, alcohol in and of itself, it's, it ages you. I know a lot of people that are still drinking, man, and they look old. They look old. I should go to the next high school reunion, man. There's some people there that are gonna look old, like, damn, you got old. Why are you looking so old? I know a lot of people that just have died based on the fact that they just never gave up the drink, never gave up the party, whether they took their own life or just, the circumstances of that lifestyle. It's a hard life, man. If you're a drinker, it's a hard life. If you're someone that uses drugs, it's a hard life. And again, the drugs and the drink isn't the problem. They're the solution to the problem. You're the problem. The problem is how you feel. And what you don't want to feel, you use that to hopefully help you feel better about yourself. And that is the strangest thing. And I've been caught up in that. But it's the strangest thing. Why are we so afraid to feel our feelings? To process our feelings? And if you're someone that's ready to start feeling your feelings and you want to do it with somebody else, reach out. Greg at resultskillexcuses.com. I'm playing out here in the rocks. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to do a talk and play in the rocks. Climbing up a mountain. It's literally like this riverbed of like rocks. This hill that I'm climbing up, you can see it there. It's pretty steep. I think if you see it like that, it's definitely steep, rocky. But why don't we want to feel our feelings? Do you have any ideas? Where did that come from? When did it start? When did society, when did people, when did families start telling little boys not to show their emotions? And so then we learn how to just fucking suppress it all, not realizing that that's the dysfunction in all of us. Holy shit. All that pain, all that suppressed pain is just getting passed on and on and on and on and on. Man, oh man. And all you have to do, it's literally, okay, so the wounded version of me, this is the thing that connects us all, right? Stick with me. The thing that connects us all is our emotions, what we feel. Yes, we have different stories, right? Different severities of what we're feeling on the negative emotions. But the essence of it is we all have these feelings that don't feel good. We can all admit that. Okay, I get it. So maybe that's where it comes from, right? Maybe that's where it comes from. It's because it doesn't feel good, right? People have manipulated us, marketers, businesses, right? Governments, whatever, to say, here, you need this to feel good about yourself. And that thing, nothing actually works. Nothing makes the pain go away. Long term. Temporarily, yes. But man, the side effects, the long-term effects, it's just, in retrospect, it's just not worth it, is it? Is it really worth it? Quick fixes? Getting so hooked on even just prescription drugs, psychotropic type drugs, right? There's all kinds of studies now with, I think it's trazodone. That's the big one that they're pumping in veterans. I know they sent me that shit. I was like, nope, I ain't doing that. Sorry. No, I don't want to try none of that stuff. And they tried so hard to get me to do it. They're like, you need to. I was close one time. I was like close to trying it. And I just said, no. Again, because I was able to just say life on life's terms. I've been saying that this is not like some new shit. Some of y'all are like, it's new for you. It's not new for me. I promise you. 13 years ago when I first started going to the VA, looking for help, trying to figure out what was really going on inside of me, I knew I wanted to get sober. I knew I wanted to do life on life's terms. I would tell the psychiatrist, the psychologist, the therapist, right? I would tell them all, the licensed social workers, I would be like, yeah, I don't know if I really want to try any of that stuff. I just want to do life on life's terms. I just want to be able to feel good about myself. I want to figure out what's going on, what's wrong with me, why am I feeling this way? I mean, I just wanted some real clear solutions, and I didn't think that a prescription something was gonna give me the true relief that I needed. I didn't want to say, okay, well, if I take this, then I'm gonna feel, artificially good about myself, but then if for some reason I'm not on that shit, right, then I just wanted to feel fucking good about myself by myself, like on my own, not hooked. I didn't want to give up alcohol and then pick up prescription drugs, even if the VA was willing to pay for all that shit. No, I didn't want that. I didn't want it. I did not want that. This is not a new song and dance for me. Life on life's terms. I can tell. I lost a lot of therapists based on that, like psychiatrists, because they're the wizards. They want to study you real quick and then say, here, try all these. This is what I think you need. And I told that guy, I was like, yeah, I don't know, man. I just want the talk therapy. Can we just talk? And like, don't give up on me or nothing. But I don't think I'm going to try all that shit. I just want to do life on life's terms. I've given up alcohol. I've given up weed. I'm just trying to figure myself out. And I'm grateful that I did that, because now I can help you try and figure yourself out, right? If this makes sense to you, if this connects with you and aligns with you, if you're somebody that says, yeah, man, life on life's terms, that sounds fucking great. For me to truly be able to love myself. And, there's days I'm still tough on myself. I could be hard on myself. I could get down on myself. But do I stay down on myself? No. Do I stay hard on myself? No, not long term, not for a whole day, not for a whole week, not for a month, a weekend, none of that. It comes and goes. It's ebb and flow. And it's just like, I can get down on myself, little pity party, maybe thinking about some mistakes of the past, or thinking about a loss, or thinking about how something could have been different. And that's cool. That's an opportunity to do what? To do the journaling. If you haven't got on the 1% Better Everyday Journal bandwagon, I hope that you'll give yourself permission to give that a try. It's an incredible resource that I'm able to offer you at this time. And I think that for me, journaling is one of the most important non-negotiable practices that I do on a daily basis. But it's also something that, again, it was like walking around in the dark. I had to figure it out. And I stared at blank pages many, many, many days. And I think that if you're someone that's looking at wanting to do some more discovery work, and even beyond that, the self-sabotage, self-discovery through the ideas of self-improvement, self-mastery, right? There's a whole 91-day program packed into there with video support on top of just daily gratitude, right? Visualizations, exercises, and opportunities to write positive affirmations to yourself, and then accountability pieces, like really looking every single day as to what matters to you, writing that stuff down, visualizing it for a moment, and then being able to look back every day and say, you know what, I did good. I got some things done. When you're just trying to do life and figure everything out, life inside your mind, it's hard to really chalk up the wins and really notice that you are gaining some traction, you are moving in a positive direction. It's an incredible resource, right? Journaling is across the board, everywhere that I look, everyone that is doing life on life's terms, personal improvement, self-improvement, self-development, all talk about journaling and how important it is to write things down, to get it out of your head, put it on paper. That way you empower yourself to handle and sort through life's challenges, to reprogram your negativity, to start the process of healing. There's so much power of that pen and paper as to how you can start figuring out your life, coming to terms, accepting, becoming more aware of what you've been through, and setting it all free. Yeah, giving yourself permission to set that stuff free is a beautiful thing. I hope that you'll join me on this journey. I think most of you already have, and I love showing up for you. I can tell you it's not always easy. It's not always easy. I know I keep showing up for me, but on my more challenging days, it's hard to show up for other people. But I know that I'm called to do this. And I know that people's lives are being impacted in a positive way. Sometimes that's hard to imagine. I sometimes have to check myself. Am I doing this for the right reasons? But then when you hear someone say, hey man, like you're really helping me out, thank you so much. It's like, gosh, I gotta keep doing this. I can't allow for that mindset of thinking that I'm doing this for the wrong reasons to sort of knock me out, take me out, help me stop. And I think you're experiencing that in your own life. When you start doing good for yourself, you start questioning, is this really worth it? Should I really even be doing this? Or shouldn't I just, is this really true? Or should I just give it up, toss in the towel, and just keep doing what I've been doing and just accept that this is as good as it gets? And that's bullshit, man. It isn't as good as it gets. You get to choose your life. You get to choose what you want. And I can tell you that right now, what you are getting is what you're choosing. And if you don't like it, you can choose different. The thing that you don't get to do is figure out how. You don't have to stress about the how did these new things happen. Just show up every day, focus on one step at a time, stay locked in for the long haul, not for quick fixes. If you're looking for a quick fix, this is not going to be the thing for you. It's not. But when the quick fix that you run to doesn't work, guess what? My arms are going to still be open wide, welcoming you back, telling you that I love you, I care about you, I'm so glad that you're back. I hope that you'll stay this time, staying locked in, working on yourself, and truly becoming the best version of you. That's what it's all about. And if you're looking at doing the self-discovery work, get on the app. If you're looking to really be held accountable, reach out to me, Greg at Results Kill Excuses. 3 things. Tell me a little bit about you, schedule an appointment, and show the fuck up. Beyond that, click on the link below. Get yourself a 1% Better Every Day journal. Try it for 91 days. Seriously, if it doesn't work for you, you want your money back, I'll be happy to give you back your money. But I need you to show me a journal that has entries in it, right? That you actually gave yourself a committed, consistent effort to put in the work, because I guarantee you the results may vary, because what you put in is what you're going to get out. And if you put in a half-ass effort, you're getting half-ass results. But I guarantee you those results are better than doing the same old thing. Try something new, 1% better every single day. You know the drill. Results kill excuses, because if it was easy, it wouldn't be worth it. Greg's out.